Hello everyone and welcome to All Things Watched. In this video we are going to talk about the brand new horror slash slasher Swedish Netflix original movie simply titled The Conference, and this movie mainly starred Katie Winter, Adam Lundgren, Eva Melander, Bahar Pars, and Ahmed Bozan, Maria Sid, and so many other great actors as well. And for the most part, this movie was a very simple movie. There wasn't nothing crazy with the story. It was just simply that this group of employees, or appeared to be employees, who all worked together, end up going away on this retreat, so to speak, in order to sort of teach themselves and learn how to work together as a team. So it's almost like a team building, almost like a management building type conference type thing, I guess you could call it, where, like I said, this group of people that work together go there to try to build up their skills and become more of team players. And overall, I thought the casting was done really well. I did think that the characters and the actors played off of each other very well, and it was very interesting. This movie is not just a horror or a slasher, it's also considered a mystery, but also a comedy. And for me, the comedy did land, but I can understand if the comedy didn't always land for people. But for me, I thought it was hilarious. I did really like the comedy. And essentially, while this group is at this conference, at this retreat, they end up running into this just straight up sociopath who's going around and seeking out revenge and basically killing all these people. Now, I will say that even though this is technically a slasher, and we've had so many slashers before, I will say that this one felt very unique to me. Like, this one did not feel as much of a copycat. It didn't feel like a Scream movie. It didn't feel like a Halloween movie or like a Nightmare on Elm Street. I did feel like this movie was very unique and very different, especially with the way some of the people were killed in the movie. There's one scene specifically that really stood out to me that I thought was really cool, because very early on, the killer, when he shows up, he ends up putting on a mask that was actually brought here to the retreat. I don't know if it was like supposed to be like a costume for the mascot or something. I'm not even 100% sure why that costume was there. I can't quite remember. But either way, the killer takes this costume and puts on the mask right away. So we don't even know who the killer is, or, you know, we don't really know what's going on with him until more towards the end of the movie. And I know I just said it was a him, but don't worry, it's not a spoiler. You know, you're not going to guess who it is or anything like that. And I won't tell you who it is or why he's there. You'll have to watch the movie for that. But I will say is that he puts on this costume right away. And that alone, that costume, that mask that he wears, that alone was very menacing, because it's just like a giant. It put me in mind of the ghost at the end of Ghostbusters, almost like the Marshmallow Man type thing, that marshmallow ghost and whatnot. And I also really liked how this killer, he was very straight up, he's very straight up. And what I mean by that was that he wasn't worried about anybody. Like, there's one scene in particular when he kills somebody using a flagpole, and that's all I'll say about that. He uses the flagpole to kill somebody, and he doesn't use the flagpole as a weapon, but I mean, like, he actually sort of hangs somebody on a flagpole, so to speak. But that scene when he's doing that, I thought it was very menacing to some degree, because there's a group of people that sort of runs out and sees him, and sort of they're watching him do this kill, and, you know, rather than him panicking or trying to run away or anything like that, he just literally continues on killing the person and continues walking towards the group. So, you know, in that sense, I found that he was very bold. And that actually to me made him more menacing, because, like, wow, this dude actually don't even care what's happening. He's not concerned about these people that are here on the retreat. He's not afraid to kill in front of a group of people, you know, because, you know, technically, you know, it could have backfired. That group of people could have surrounded him and could have tried to kill him, but he wasn't concerned about that. I guess he knew that the fear would take over and whatnot. So I really liked the bad guy in this one. And even though it is a slasher, like I said, I did buy into the characters enough where I cared about it. So even though the story wasn't really all that compelling of a story, it's literally just a group of people that goes on this conference, to this retreat, and that's literally it. Like, there's no real big emotional part of it. I did find that I connected with the characters enough, because I did feel like there were certain scenes where certain characters would do things where I was like, yeah, that actually kind of makes sense, because oftentimes whenever you're watching a horror movie or whenever you're watching like a slasher movie, oftentimes characters will do stuff that just don't make sense, and also sometimes the killer will do stuff that don't make sense. But I feel like this one was very well written in the scenes, not necessarily the story, but the scenery, the kills, and how the characters reacted to the situations. I thought that part was very realistic, so you get to sort of experience all that kind of stuff in the movie. And for me, I found that this was very effective, and I thought that The Conference was honestly a really good movie, especially right around Halloween. If you want to see something new and see sort of a new slasher type movie, then this one is definitely one to check out. Like I said, don't go in here looking for a great story, but you will come in here and see some great characters with some really cool, very unique kills, and by a person that's very menacing, while also getting some laughs, because some of the characters here are very funny, and they really do a great job at delivering their lines and all of that cool stuff. And there's a lot of kills too. It's not like there's just 2 or 3. Like, there's a lot of people that gets killed in this. There's a big group, and a lot of them are they're all there. And I also appreciated when the big reveal does happen at the end, when we find out who the killer is. I really like how this was a killer. All I'll say, which is I guess is a minor spoiler, but not really, all I'll say is that this is a killer that's not connected to the group. So it's not like one of the members of the group just went rogue or just decided to start killing everybody. This was, just a group going to the wrong place at the wrong time and getting tied in with the wrong person. So it's not like one of these people are betraying the rest of them. It's not like a corporate greedy thing. It's not like a jealousy thing. It's nothing like that. It's the story was not that type of story, and I was able to appreciate that, because I was thinking maybe this is just someone who knows them, maybe this is someone just out for revenge, maybe someone that got fired or something like that. But it's nothing like that. The killer really is not connected to any of these people whatsoever, and so I was really able to appreciate that. And so with that being said, folks, that is my review of The Conference. Let me know in the comment section below if you've seen it, and if you'd like to tell me why or why not. If you like this review, click that subscribe button, and if you want to help the channel grow, like, share, and comment, all that stuff. Even if you're not a subscriber, comment anyways. I want to know your thoughts and all that good stuff. This is the second channel. We had over 120,000 views, and 120,000 views, yeah, and I accidentally deleted the channel, so this is me trying to start over. So if you don't mind, definitely give us a hand with trying to grow again. So thank you all so much, and until the next video, take care.